So I'm starting a new book, The Book Eaters. I'm on page 6 and I'm already going, what? Because she sacrificed a vicar and there's literally no context so far. There's no reasons as to why. Okay. Run, Forrest, run. The end of the first chapter doesn't explain why the vicar was sacrificed the way that he was. No explanation. And the second chapter just jumps back in time, again with no explanation as to why the vicar was sacrificed the way he was sacrificed. Second chapter is like giving you more insight as to what these people are. But like there's no explanations. There's no like outright, oh, we're these things. No, we get to piece it together very slowly. Okay, I don't know what's going on. And I'm taking a moment to just appreciate these chapter headings, these quotes, because not only is it the Princess Bride, it's also Tolkien. It's so good. I'm already in love with this book just because of this. This is amazing. Lutton is an asshole. How do these people like? How do people like him exist? I don't get it. Do you get it? 'Cause I don't. So the book keeps jumping back and forth between present day and like so many years ago. So you get why the main character is doing what she's doing in the present day. But since it keeps jumping back and forth, the events at present day are going pretty slow. Like, I don't mind the time hop, but I want to know what's happening in the present day. Ooh, this filter's a little jarring. But troublesome kids have to eat the dictionary as punishment in this book. I love it. Matley is worse than Lutton. So that's nice. It's so nice for Devin. So this book isn't like capturing my attention and like consuming me all that much. I don't find myself wanting to read it. Like I'm not like, oh my god, what happens next? I need to read it. You know what I mean? Like it's perfectly fine, but we'll see. I have like 100 pages left and we will check back in to see what's happening soon. Finally got his comeuppance. Woo, 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 woo. I have to woo very quietly because it's nap time and children are sleeping. It got all religious on me. Ugh. I smell a hypocrite. In the book, one of the characters is totally a fucking hypocrite. Love that. Y'all are running for your lives in a freaking maze hedge thingy. Now is not the time to confess the love. It's not the time to confess your feelings. It's the life and death situation. What are you doing? Time and place, people. Time and place. Like, this is what y'all should have been doing. Not confessing your love for each other. No, running. Running. God. I finished it. So let me just shed some lights on this book. Let me illuminate it for you. Other sun and light related puns. I'm giving it 2 stars. I'm giving it 2 because I don't mind it switching back and forth between the like present day and before timelines. Like that doesn't bother me. It's just how slow the present day events were happening. But like they happened within like a week, maybe. It happened within several days. I'm just like, why is it moving so slow if it's only several freaking days? Come on. Like this was a really cool concept. Like they ate books. Like they had book teeth, which I'm guessing are fangs, but they eat the books and then they retain the information. Like that's really freaking cool. That's a cool concept because like, could you think how easy like exams would have been if you're just able to eat the book and retain the information? Like that would have been great to have. Oh my god, that would be great. But the book goes through like the traditions of the 6 families because there's 6 families of book eaters in, you know, in the Great Britain area. And the tradition of the book eaters, the females who are rare in their species, they have to go through the different families and reproduce in hopes to get a girl to continue the species. Okay, great. But that's a little traumatic, don't you think? A little traumatic. because you reproduce, and then the females are only with their children for 3 years, and then they get shipped off to some other marriage. And if you overly bond, like someone does, no, that's not supposed to happen. I honestly thought this would be a little more fantastical than it was, a little more fantasy than it was. No, it's set in like Great Britain, so that's not fantastical. Like I said, it's perfectly fine. I'm just gonna give it 2 stars. Read it if you would like to. Oh my God, it was slow in the present day. It was all this build up to plateau and then just go back down. Like, okay. So, not my favorite read of 2023.